You're always so busy with that job of yours. A strange clarity washes over me. My voice comes out softer than I expect. You never asked me. You made sure I couldn't come. The silence feels like a confession. This isn't the first time, is it? I continue, the realization blooming like a bruise. All those family trips I'd heard about after the fact. Holiday gatherings scheduled when I was unfortunately working. The pattern stretches back further than I can see. Mom steps forward, hand outstretched. Honey, you're overreacting. Let's sit down. I place the cruise documents on the entry table. Without raising my voice or slamming a door, I pick up my overnight bag and walk out into the evening air. Behind me, I hear her call my name, but for the first time in 28 years, I don't turn back. 30 minutes later, my apartment feels too quiet after the confrontation. I drop my bag on the couch and sit cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by photo albums and shoeboxes from my closet. The first album falls open. Christmas 2018. Harper with a MacBook. Cody with his first car, used but worth thousands. Me holding a scarf from Target, the $19.99 tag still attached. My smile looked genuine. I'd believed it was all they could afford as I flipped through vacations. Yellowstone. Sorry, Rain. Someone needs to water the plants. Disney World. Your internship is that week, remember? Napa. You wouldn't enjoy it anyway, honey. My phone buzzes, a text from Mom. We need to talk about this misunderstanding. Misunderstanding. As if deliberate exclusion could be misread, I silence my phone, pull my laptop closer, and open my budget spreadsheet. Transfers to my parents' account flashback. $350 April, Dad's insulin. $1,400 June, hospital copay. $800 August, Mom's car. $2,800 last month, family emergency fund. The last one hits hardest, my Lake Tahoe money. Money they knew I'd essay. Ved by tracking extra projects, skipping lunches, freelancing weekends. Money they took while holding cruise tickets with everyone's name, but mine. My stomach clenches as memories surface. Age 7, asking for piano lessons. We can't afford 2 kids in music, Rain. Maybe next year. Next year never came. But Cody got guitar lessons 6 months later. Age 13, sobbing over the $400 science trip I couldn't attend. Dad said it was too much. 3 weeks later, Cody got a father-son camping trip that cost double. College years. Me working 3 jobs while my siblings had rent and insurance covered. You're just so independent, honey. We know you can handle it. My phone rings, Harper. Against my better judgment, I answer. Rain, this is ridiculous. You're making Mom cry. I found the cruise documents, Harper. It's not what you think. We meant to invite you, but Mom said you'd understand. You always do. The last 3 words hang heavy. You always do. Not anymore, I whisper, ending the call as I walk to my closet, pull down a small box. Inside sits a shrink-wrapped jewelry kit, the one I begged for at 9. Too expensive, Mom said, before buying Harper her 3rd American Girl doll. I bought this kit myself last year, $35 on Etsy. I kept it sealed, a reminder I never fully understood until now. Another text pings. Cody. This is BS, Rain. We've always included you. Then another. You're being dramatic. Then, fine. How much do you want to let this go? I set the phone face down as my doorbell rings. Through the peephole, Melissa stands with wine and takeout. My best friend since college, the one who's seen me dash to solve every family crisis. I figured you might need reinforcements, she says as I open the door. You look like hell. Found out my family's been deliberately excluding me for basically my entire life. I reply, trying for casual. Nothing Ajor. Melissa steps inside, sets everything down, and hugs me so tightly it nearly breaks me. About damn time you noticed. What? She pulls back, eyes serious. Rain, I've watched you drop everything for them. Last Christmas, you spent a month's salary on gifts and got socks in return. They call for money, babysitting, emotional support, but when was the last time they showed up for you? The question lingers, unanswerable. My phone lights up. Voicemail from Dad. Your mother's very upset. You're being ungrateful after all we've done for you. All they've done for me. I repeat, a hollow laugh escaping. Later that week, James from work brings me coffee after noticing my distraction. My parents played favorites too, he says quietly. It messes with your head, makes you think you're the problem. That afternoon, I sit in Dr. Eleanor Warren's office, my therapist of 6 months, explaining the cruise situation. What I'm hearing, she says carefully, is you've uncovered a lifelong pattern. This isn't normal family behavior, Rain. I always thought I was overreacting, I whisper. You weren't. Now you have choices about how to respond. Back home, surrounded by years of evidence, I text Melissa. I'm done being convenient. For the first time, it feels like truth. 4 days later, my phone buzzes for the 14th time. Uncle Jerry. His voicemail sounds rehearsed. Rainy girl, your mother is worried sick. Family disagreements happen, but you can't just disappear. Call her back, sweetheart. I add his number to my block list and pour coffee. Mom has recruited extended family. Yesterday, Aunt Patricia. Before that, Cousin Megan. All reading from the same script. Forgive and forget. Family comes first. You're overreacting. The doorbell rings. Through the peephole, Dad shifts nervously, a paper bag in hand. My finger hovers on the deadbolt, but I step back. After 20 minutes, his car leaves. Later, I find the bag outside, my favorite childhood cookies, and a card. We need to talk. I miss you. The handwriting is Mom's. At work, an email from Harper circulates. So worried about Rain. She's been acting strange. Refusing family. Ignoring calls. If you hear from her, let us know. We're concerned about her mental state. I forward it to Dr. Warren's subject. Exhibit C. Her reply comes quickly. This is called flying monkeys. A classic family system preservation tactic. When Cody shows up at my office Thursday, Tara from reception warns me. I slip out the back, but he's waiting by my car. You can't avoid me forever, he says, arms crossed, wearing that same righteous look from childhood. I'm not avoiding you. I'm refusing to see you. There's a difference. You're tearing this family apart, he snaps. Mom barely sleeps. Dad checks his phone. The kids keep asking where Aunt Rain is. A laugh escapes me. I'm tearing the family apart? I didn't plan a cruise without you. That was different, we thought. You thought what? That I wouldn't find out? That I'd keep giving you money while you enjoyed vacations I paid for, but wasn't invited to? His face reddens. It wasn't like that. We've been planning this cruise for 8 months, Mom thought. 8 months, I repeat. The word hits like a blow. I canceled my Lake Tahoe trip exactly 8 months ago because they said money was tight. The family needed my savings. Something flickers in his expression. Shame. Quickly replaced by defensiveness. You always help out. It's what you do. Clarity washes over me. I was never really part of this family, was I? I was the backup plan, the safety net, the ATM. That's not fair. You're right, I say, stepping around him to unlock my car. It wasn't. That evening, I call my provider and request a number change, effective immediately. The representative asks if I'm experiencing harassment. Family, I answer. Say no more, she replies. The new number will be active within the hour. AT the bank the next. Morning, I close the joint account my parents have accessed since college. 17 withdrawals in the past year, none made by me. I transfer the remaining balance to my account and request a new card. When Harper's anniversary party invitation arrives, I write unavailable on the RSVP and mail it back. The 4th of July picnic gets the same reply. I set up an email filter to automatically respond. Thank you for your email. I am currently unavailable. With each boundary, my breathing comes easier. That night, I book a round-trip ticket to Barcelona. I've always wanted to see Gaudi's work. When the confirmation appears, I smile, a real smile. I pull a cardboard box from under my bed. Childhood photos, old report cards, ribbons from events my parents never attended. I slide it to the top shelf, kept, but no longer in sight. The next day at a jewelry store, I try on a silver pendant I've admired for years. The weight feels right. When the associate offers to wrap it, I ask to wear it instead. This isn't revenge, Dr. Warren says during our session, noting the necklace. This is reclamation. You're reclaiming what's always been yours. The following week, an unfamiliar number calls. I answer. Rain. Harper's voice is panicked. Thank God. The babysitter canceled. I'm still on the cruise. Can you take the kids? I'm unavailable, I say, and hang up. The next day, Cody calls. My car broke down. Repair shop wants $800. Can you transfer? I'm unavailable. Click point 3 days later, as I book a Barcelona food tour, Mom calls. The mortgage is due. Your father's bills are high. We just need a little help. I watch a video of La Sagrada Familia. I'm unavailable. A silence stretches. Then her small, unfamiliar voice. What are we supposed to do without you? The truth hidden in the question. They need me far more than I need them. Figure it out, I say, pressing end. For the first time, the weight of obligation lifts. I count the days until my flight. Alone but not lonely, the week after the cruise. My phone buzzes with the 23rd text of the day. They've returned from Alaska. Desperation colors every message. We need to talk. Dad's blood pressure is up. Can you at least tell us you're alive? I set my phone face down. My pulse stays calm. The smallest victories feel monumental. Family still blowing up your phone? James asks at work. Like clockwork, I reply, turning back to my design project. They just finished a luxury cruise, funded partly by my savings. Now they're shocked I won't respond. James whistles. And they thought you'd just forget? No, I say. They thought I'd forgive, like always. That evening, Melissa flops onto my couch with wine. Harper said she's spending a fortune on childcare since you vanished. How terrible, I say, to pay for a service the rest of us always pay for. She also said your mom's planning some emergency to lure you back. I laugh. Of course she is. Emergency is her love language. Days later, Aunt Deb calls. Rain? Thank goodness. Your mother said you might be having a breakdown. She asked me to check if you're okay. I'm fine. Better than I've been in years. Then why aren't you answering calls? She asks, confused. Tell them I'm unavailable. 4 days later, Harper texts. The kids are devastated. Max cried himself to sleep asking for you. The same Max who sees me 3 times a year, who once called me Rain Lady. Cody shifts tactics. Anger now. Mom and Dad walk on eggshells around you, but I'm not. Some sister you turned out to be. My car payment is due Monday. Uncle Pete's annual barbecue arrives, the first I've missed in 15 years. Later, my cousin Jamie calls. It was the strangest thing. Your empty chair became the focus. Aunt Susan made excuses, but then your dad mentioned the cruise. Catherine asked why you weren't invited. The whole place went silent. Catherine was furious. Your mom left dear. LY with a migraine. The image makes me smile. Around me, my apartment glows coral, my color, not mom's beige. Abstract art hangs where family photos once did. My framed promotion letter sits on my desk, earned after finally having time to build my portfolio. MY banking app pings. Another automatic deposit. Without family draining me, savings grow each month. My Spain trip confirmation gleams in my inbox, a promise kept on a rainy Tuesday. The doorbell rings. Through the peephole, Mom stands, umbrella dripping, eyes red. For a moment, my finger hovers over the lock. Old habits tugging, I open the door but block the entrance. Rain. Her voice breaks. Thank God. We've been so worried. I wait, silent. We're going to lose the house, she sobs. The second mortgage, your father's medical bills. Please help us one last time. Her hand reaches for mine, expecting compliance. But something shifts inside me, tectonic and final. If it were me, I ask quietly, jobless, broke, desperate. Would you take me in? Her mouth opens, closes, then nothing. Silence answers, more honestly than words. I nod once and close the door. 2 days later. At Bellini's, the hostess leads me to the back. My heart pounds when I see them, Mom, Dad, Harper, and Cody at my old corner booth. The same booth we used for my graduation. Right on time, Mom says, her smile brittle. Melissa squeezes my elbow before sliding in beside me. The folder in my hands feels heavier than stone. Dad clears his throat. We appreciate you meeting with us, Rain. You could have come alone, Harper adds. Cody leans forward. We need to move past this. The family isn't the same without you. They speak in turns, reminding me of braces, a used car, sacrifices, loyalty. I let them finish. May I speak now? My voice is steady. For pairs of eyes blink in shock, I lay a spreadsheet on the table. Here's every contribution I've $37, $842, including $2,800 for Dad's bills, the same week you paid for your Alaska cruise. Mom's hand flies to her throat. I'm not finished. I spread a timeline of family events, half highlighted for the gatherings I wasn't invited to. Then a photo of a jewelry kit. The one I begged for at 9. Too expensive at $35. I bought it myself last year. Still unopened. My voice doesn't rise, but it fills the space, stronger than their rehearsed pleas. Other diners pause. A waiter hesitates nearby. Mom pales. Dad tugs at his collar. Harper studies her hands. Only Cody meets my eyes, his expression hardening. So what? Dad slams his palm on the table, silverware jumping. We've always done everything for you. You've never appreciated what we sacrificed. The outburst draws stares. Melissa tenses beside me, but I stay calm. Then it should be easy. I say softly. Name 3 things you did for me that you didn't do for Harper or Cody. Just 3. Silence stretches. I hear the kitchen calling orders. Dad opens his mouth, then closes it. Mom's face crumples, not her usual performance, but real distress. A tear smudges her mascara. Harper looks between them, seeing the truth. Cody slumps back, defeated. I don't hate you, I say, gathering my papers. But I can't keep pretending. If we're ever to have a real relationship, things must change. I slide one final sheet across the table. These are my terms. Family therapy, at least 6 sessions. Complete financial independence. A public acknowledgement and apology.
And time.
I need space to heal. Mom half reaches for my hand, but I don't move. You can't dictate terms to your family, Dad mutters, but without conviction. I'm not dictating, I reply. I'm protecting myself. I slide out of the booth. Melissa follows. Take time to think. My number hasn't changed. As we leave, I feel lighter.
They.
INDS, Mom sobs quietly. Dad fumbles for comfort. Harper calls my name once, but doesn't follow. Outside, Melissa squeezes my shoulder. You okay? I breathe deep.
Yeah.
For the first time, I think I am. The stars over Portland shine brighter, as if surprised by my strength. Barcelona waits. This time, I've chosen myself. Months later, I set my first Thanksgiving table in my new home, bought with promotion money once reserved for family emergencies. The air smells of turkey and apple pie. Melissa arrives with Tom, James with Daniel, Mrs. Winters, Dr. Warren, Eleanor now, and friends from my support group. We laugh. We listen, no voices drowned out. Before dinner, I raise my glass. Thank you for showing me what family can be. My eyes drift to the sealed jewelry kit on my shelf. Once deprivation, now testament. Later, Eleanor helps with dishes. 42 sessions, she says. I nod. The nightmares are gone. I haven't checked my parents' bank account in 8 months, she smiles. Your mother mentioned you Tuesday. She started therapy. Harper too, sometimes. Your father still refuses. Cody 2 steps forward, 1 back. The doorbell interrupts. James hands me an envelope. My mother's handwriting. An invitation to their 40th anniversary. No guilt. No demands. Just, we miss you. Progress. Did I set it aside, choosing to decide later. Tuesday nights are for volunteering at the youth center. Last week, Ashley brought a toy her parents never gave her. I told her, buy it for yourself. Keep it sealed or open it, it's yours. This morning, I finally opened mine. The turquoise beads gleamed as I strung them into a necklace. Not perfect, but mine. After my guests leave, I stand at the window, necklace in hand, watching the sunset paint tomorrow across the sky. For the first time in 29 years, I look forward instead of back.